everybody, Tom here from Beyond Walt Disney Planet. I am checking out Seaworld in San Antonio, Texas. This is one of 3 Seaworld parks in the United States. This is the first one out of all 3 that opened up. Now, if I appear wet, that's because I did all the rides first before I started doing the filming. So that way I didn't have my camera stolen. It was safely tucked away in a locker while I was doing the rides. There will be separate film footage of all the rides that I've ridden today under this channel. Just look for Seaworld San Antonio rides. That's where you will find any videos about shows, anything else. I rode the water ride, the rapids. There was 3 of us in the ride vehicle and I got the brunt of it. So, gotta expect to get wet if you go on the water rides anyway. It's still early, so hopefully I'll dry out pretty soon. So we're gonna go explore this place, let's go! Alright, at this time they are doing the 7 Seas Food and Wine Festival, so I'll be checking that out as I go around the park. Alright, I have purchased my refillable Shamu drink cup for $13.99, and I get free refills for the entire day. So that's a good bargain. And plus I have a nice souvenir to go with my trip. Alright, so for the food, wine, and brew sample packages they have here, this is for the 7 Seas Food and Wine Festival. You get a choice between these 3. I got the 10 sampler package for $39.99, but with my annual pass, I got it for $35.99, so I saved $4. You get a lanyard, and I also got this wine glass with my purchase. So I'm all set to indulge. So we're gonna go to the right. All right, then you do the Ocean Discovery Dolphin and Beluga Whales show. There you go, Ocean Discovery. All of my show videos will be separately under Seaworld San Antonio. Alright, right across from the Beluga Whale show is the Sesame Street Kids area. They have a small water splash section where the kids can play in the different water jets. There's called Bay to Play at Seaworld. Got a great big climbing area for the younger ones. Sort of tubes and slides. Great place for the little ones to come and burn off some energy. Will you look at this? My gosh, it's Oscar the Grouch! Wow! Imagine seeing him here. They even have a little place right below the climbing area for the toddlers. The ones that are a little too young to be climbing on all this jungle gym type stuff. They also have various children-sized rides, like the carousel. It's called Abby Cadabby's Rockin' Wave. And that's this little thing, rocks back and forth and spins, slowly of course. They also got Big Bird Spinning a Reef. Nice kid-sized version. Of course, this spins around, as you can see. And Elmo's Dolphin Dive. It's a kid-sized drop tower. You even have a kid-sized roller coaster here called the Shamu Express. See, for a lot of kids, it could actually be their first ever roller coaster they've been on. That's a big achievement. Carousel's called Grover's Roundup. Alright, so I'm going to keep walking past Beluga Stadium. We saw Ocean Discovery. Get right down this way. All right, came across my very first Seven Seas Food Festival kiosk. It's the Gulf of Mexico and Cuba. So let's go see what's on the menu. All right, you can see from the menu board, numerous options, some street tacos, tostones with garlic oil. Even have dessert, wine, and beer. All right, so I think I'm gonna try the mole chicken fries. Sounds good. I'm not really sure what mole sauce is, but I'm gonna find out. Just the mole chicken fries. All right, I also got a passport to the Seven Seas Food and Wine Festival. Each of the different areas gives you a description of the different foods, plus you get a stamp. So I got my stamp for Mexico and Cuba. All right, so the mole chicken fries was a very unique flavor. I can't really describe it. It's got like a brown gravy to it. Had a hard to describe flavor to it. I've never quite tasted anything like it before, but it wasn't bad. Can't 100% say it was really, really good, that I would buy something like that if I was somewhere that served it, but I tried it and mark it off my list. All right, next up is North Atlantic, France. And they got crepes. Ham, spinach, and cheese, berries and cream, hazelnut s'mores, and hazelnut jelly. Now I'm gonna go for the ham, spinach, and cheese. That sounds really, really good. This one guy's making the crepes for the people. Ham, spinach, and cheese he's making. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah. All right, this is it. Ham, spinach, and cheese crepe from France. I'm gonna dig into this thing. All right, that crepe was delicious. Very, very good. Like that a lot better than the fries. So I'm gonna keep moving. I got my stamp for France. I got two punches down on my card. I still have 8 to go, so gonna move on. This is a Journey to Atlantis ride at Seaworld San Antonio. And this is vastly different than the Seaworld Orlando version of this. At this one, you go up the incline and you come down for a big splash, and that is it. Want to see the ride footage? Just look under rides for SeaWorld San Antonio. It's like most theme parks, they have different games of chance all around the park. If you'd like to try to win a prize. Now just because we're at a water park featuring Shamu the killer whale and other aquatic animals doesn't mean there's not other types of birds and other types of animals here. So we're gonna see the Chilean Flamingo. That's them right here. Got the black bills. Sort of a light pinkish color. They also have various ducks and other birds, as well as some wild birds that land here trying to get some food. Oh, a lot better view of the flamingos. Now this guy here in the water looks like he's swimming, but his feet are long enough to touch the bottom, looks like. Very cool looking birds. Got Shamu Theater. Next showing for this is at 5:30. It's the last showing of the day. If I am able to catch the show, it'll be on a separate video. Alright, next up for the Seven Seas Food and Wine Festival is the Mediterranean Greece. Now I love gyros, so that's what I'm going to be getting, the gyro with tzatziki sauce. But they do have other stuff here, like a glazed mini lamb burger and a shawarma with shunga sauce. I'm not really sure what that is. And baklava. So gyro coming up. All right, there it is, my gyro with tzatziki sauce. Now, onions and tomatoes are optional, but since I don't like either one very much, I got it without. All right, as I expected, that gyro was delicious. Now, the breading on it is typically like sort of like a tortilla. They wrap it around it, but this is likely a harder round biscuit type. It was flat, so rather than having the meat wrapped into it, I was able to pick it up and just eat it just like that, but it was fantastic. Got my stamp, so I'm moving on. And how convenient, the Mediterranean Italy is right next to this Greece. So I don't have to walk very far. Let's go see what they got. All right, let's see what they got. A polenta bolognese, caprese salad, and Italian meatball with red gravy. Now that's definitely what I'll be getting. But they also have a cannoli, and they have wines, and cocktails and beer. But since I don't drink, I won't be getting any of those. So I'm gonna go try this Italian meatball with red gravy. All right, here it is. My meatball with red sauce and a little bit of Parmesan on top. And some fresh basil. Gonna enjoy this. All right, that was one good meatball. Looks like possibly some rain coming up, so I'm gonna keep moving along. If it does rain, it happens, you know. I already got wet once. Plenty of place to go under shade, get out of the rain if it does rain, so let's keep moving. This is the reason why I was soaking wet at the beginning of my video. The Rio Loco. This is a water ride rapids. And boy, did I get wet. Loading platform for Rio Loco. Now you do have a chance of getting completely drenched. As you saw from the beginning of my video, I was soaked to the bone. But I've also seen people getting off here relatively dry. Maybe a splash or two. I guess I was one of the lucky ones or unlucky ones, however you like to choose. Alright, now it's about a good enough time to show you the map of this property. Now the cool thing about this location is everything is right by each other. Same entrance for Aquatica and Discovery Point. Aquatica being on the left side of the map. But they are not open today, so I will not be going to Aquatica. What we are doing today is the Seaworld side. Everything here. It says right here, you are here. That's where I am. If you look really, really closely, you'll see me right next to that R. But anyway, we're going to keep going. Show you the great white. Move around to the steel eel. Now there are various eating establishments all around the park, but since I am participating in a Seven Seas Food Festival, I don't have to spend any more money on food because I'm going to be pretty filled up by the time I get past everything. All right, here we are at Jamaica the Caribbean. All right, so they have jerk chicken with rice and gungo peas, Caribbean baked mac and cheese, or Jamaican street patties.
It's only like Hearts restaurant.
You have some desserts. Of course, you're gonna have red stripe because that does come from Jamaica. All right, so I chose the jerk chicken with rice and the gunga peas. I've never had gunga peas before. They're these little brown things.
I'll stay back. Just go.
And it comes with some dipping sauce. So I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, that was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. That was a little bit spicy, but that's what jerk seasoning is. I might feel it a little bit later, if you know what I mean, but it was worth it. I enjoyed it. So we're gonna move on. It's the ominous looking sign for the Great White. Very enjoyable coaster. All right, this suspended roller coaster is called the Great White. If you'd like to see the actual ride footage from me, you'll find it under SeaWorld San Antonio. You can see construction is underway for SeaWorld San Antonio's newest thrill roller coaster called Wave Breaker. Sadly, I will not be here to witness it or experience it as it is opening up later this summer. All right, right across from Wave Breaker is called Japan and Korea, the Pacific Ocean. So let's go see what they got. All right, Korean beef short ribs, Korean chicken wings, Sonomo salad or sesame encrusted tuna, deep fried banana, and some sake. Of course, you gotta have sake. Again, I don't drink, but I'm gonna be going for the Korean beef short ribs. That sounds really, really good. All right, here it is, Korean beef short ribs. Looks like I get a little coleslaw maybe on the side. This looks delicious. All right, those Korean beef short ribs were fantastic. Got 3 big meaty ribs. Very, very good. The little salad that came with it was pretty tasty as well. I'm not quite full yet, so there's still more food to go look at. So let's go. All right, I topped off my beverage. I'm starting to get a little bit of watered down with the ice inside. That's the good part about having a refillable drink cup. I can refresh it anytime I want. All right, while I am enjoying the food, let's not forget the real reason I'm here is to see the different sea animals and different birds. So we're gonna go check out the penguin encounter. Just to give you a better view of what the king penguin looks like. See how tall these things are. And the macaroni penguin, I guess he has a name because it looks like he's got macaroni on his head, maybe? Interesting. And the Rockhopper penguin also has the feather tuft sticking out. Looks like they got blonde hair. Again, 2 penguin. It's one of the smaller ones. And a chin strap penguin. And finally the Adelie penguin. Alright, this is the puffin habitat. You got tough puffin, a common murre, a common puffin, and a tough puffin. All up there, up on the rocks.
Hey guys.
Some right by the water. Look at that. It's like I can't swim and I'm not going anywhere. What's going on?
I got something else. That's not a puffin. That's definitely not a puffin.
Luckily the smell in here isn't quite as strong as it was with the penguins. You can actually see inside. Unlike the penguin habitat, where a lot of the windows were fogged. Got a small little gift shop inside. With some hats and shirts. And other assorted stuffed animals and cups. Also have the big giant stuffed penguins. If that's too much, you get the little ones up top. Alright, and right outside the penguin habitat is the Mediterranean, Spain. Let's go see what they have on the menu. Alright, this has some interesting stuff. Some of these I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce because I know I'll get them wrong. We got entrees and tapas. We got flank steak, red eye shrimp, a tapas sampler, Alright. Alright, I splurged and got the tapas sampler since I wasn't sure which one to get. It cost me 2 punches, but that's alright. So I'm going to dig in and try these. Alright, well those are pretty decent. The shrimp was actually my favorite. Got 2 big shrimp with a green olive in the middle of them. The flank steak one was pretty good too. It had the cream cheese, flank steak, and a little slice of tomato. I picked the tomato off, as I said before. I don't really care for tomatoes. And the other tapas had just the bread and olive oil and a little bit of seasoning because I pulled the tomato off. It was pretty good still. There's more of the track of Wave Rider coming this summer. Plus the yellow coaster here is called... Whoa. I'll show you that in a minute. It's called Steel Eel. Yep, Steel Eel was another good coaster. If you want to see the video of me on the ride, just look under SeaWorld San Antonio and you will find that video. Oh, they also got a little small playground area for the kids. Climbing equipment. Our last second is South Atlantic, Brazil, and Argentina. Now I got 2 stamps left. And this is the last pavilion. So I can either choose 2 things here or I can go back for one of my favorites. Alright, so their entries I should say, are Funada Empanadas. For dessert, they have a tres leches. Alright, this is what I got from Argentina and Brazil. It's a feijoada, pork stewed with black beans and a sausage, beef, and chorizo blend. Served with a side of collard greens. Now also, with my passport, I get a free dessert. So I got the dessert here because it sounded really good, a tres leches. A sponge cake with 3 different milk-based toppings on it. Alright, that feijoada was delicious. Very, very good. Sponge cake was fantastic. Different milk-based toppings on it. Had whipped topping on side with cherries. So I am stuffed. So while I digest some of my food, I'm going to go check out Pets Ahoy. Doggies and cats and rats and birds.
No fat.
All sorts of good stuff. So I'm going to go inside now. See Sea Star Theater for Pets Ahoy. Show starting at 3:30. All right, one of the things people notice when they see someone filming and talk to themselves at the camera is I often get asked, are you a YouTuber? Obviously, yes, I am a YouTuber. So I'm able to give them my channel information just by word of mouth. And they may or may not tell other people about my channel. And that helps spread the word about what I do, the different types of videos that I do. I enjoy doing them, and I also enjoy hearing from people that may enjoy my videos. So if you like what you see, leave a comment. Let me know that you like what you see and what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go check out a different show here coming up. We'll be there in a moment. Heading over to the Pacific Point area. This is the sea lions and seals. Looks like otters maybe. Yeah, we got seals and sea lions, looks like. Do you get the seal of approval of this place? Do you? Looking right up at me. Huh? Do I get the seal of approval? That's cute. Getting kind of windy. So I apologize for any wind on the video. Now the lady said these are harbor seals. That's what they are, harbor seals. Be a big one at the bottom. Going up on the rocks. What's up, buddy? I wonder if his name is Rocky. You get it because he's on a rock? That's terrible, I know. Alright, there is a sea lion and seal show But unfortunately, they only had one showing today, and that has already passed, so I will not get to see the seal and sea lion show. But at least get to show you some harbor seals. Again, that's the lots of water to swim around in. Wow, that's a big one. This is Amphitheater for the Sea Lion High show, which I already said. They only had one today, so I won't get to see it, unfortunately. But they have a similar show at Seaworld Orlando. It's the Harbor Market restaurant. I'm not going to be going in because I'm already stuffed from the Food and Wine Festival, but they have different foods you can get. All right, now I've done a complete loop around the park. This is billed as the largest of the 3 SeaWorld parks, but I'm not sure if that includes Aquatica. That's connected, but right next door. SeaWorld Orlando, Florida, appears like the actual SeaWorld itself is bigger than this. So I'm not sure what exactly they're using for acreage, if it just includes the actual SeaWorld park that we are in right now, or includes Aquatica and Discovery Cove areas. Because in Orlando, all 3 of those are in different sections, so they're not all connected. So anyway, I'm going over to Shamu Stadium, because that show starts in about an hour. I've done almost everything that I want to do. I do have one more stamp left, so I can still get something else. I can choose another dessert maybe, or try something different. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, I'm moving on over towards Shamu Stadium for that show. The Shamu show will be on a separate video along with all my other ride and show footage. So keep an eye out for that if you want to see what they look like, and me also on the rides. All right, on the way to Shamu Stadium, I noticed a little side thing called Mermaid Grotto that I wasn't watching the first time I came through here. But you get your picture taken with a mermaid. And if prefer you ask, this is not Ariel from The Little Mermaid. But it's still a mermaid. Hi. And she's waving hi to everybody. You can see the clouds. They're pretty ominous looking. It has been a nice overcast for the majority of the day. So a lot of this stuff is already closed for the incoming weather. There are multiple other theaters around this park. Some of them, including this one, shows will not start until the summer season, which is next month. So until then, they are unused. It's another example of a amphitheater, Sonalis amphitheater, that's not being utilized until the end of the month. Alright, this is it, Shamu Theater. One Ocean show starts at 5:30, which is 1 hour from now. Hopefully they will not cancel the show for rain. If you're a fan of pressed pennies, SeaWorld is a fantastic place to do this. 51 cents each time. Most machines you get to choose 4 different designs. Plus some of the gift shops sell penny bands. Wristbands you actually put your pressed penny into. They also have a souvenir coin album where you place all the different pennies from the different areas. They also have Shamu Smokehouse right nearby. If you want to see what orca tastes like, you can come here. And of course, I am kidding. They do not serve orca well for food. They got regular beef stuff, smoked meats, pulled pork, smoked chicken and ribs, things like that. Wow, Shamu has his own emporium. I didn't know that. Let's go look inside. Look at that. You know you're in Shampoos Emporium when you see Shamu everywhere. You get a pillow. Then you got dolphins and whales. All different colors also. So if you want a blue or pink whale, you can get it. You don't have to be authentic. And these are always fun if you like to see your name on stuff. Name bracelet, you find your name and you get it. More cute plush animals. Got a sale going 2 for $30. You know, cute little seals and little dolphin, orcas. Or they got the bigger ones up top here. If you want a giant orca, or a cute little sea lion or seal, whatever that is. You also get a Seaworld version of Monopoly. Alright. You get yourself something else, a shark, dolphin. These are plastic. Oh, there's Sea Life Adventure set. And then for some reason they have all these plastic swords. It says SeaWorld on them, but I don't really know what a sword has to do with SeaWorld. Guess we're running out of ideas for stuff for kids to purchase. And if you forgot to bring money for your souvenir, don't worry, they got an ATM here that'll spit out some cash for you. Convenience or what? We got SeaWorld picture frames and cups and soup bowls and orca figurines. And speaking of mugs, here's some name mugs. You get with your name on it. Look, I found one with my name. Not gonna get it though, but I already got my souvenir. In any event you cannot find your name on one of these mugs, well don't worry, they got you covered. Because they have a blank mug. Simply take out a Sharpie marker and draw your name on. Voila! Now, even though summer is right around the corner, they're still selling SeaWorld jackets. Because you never know when a cold snap might show up in June. Now, they even have license plate holders. And car decals. You got also different little things here, little small collectibles. And other shirts with the message, love the ocean, love the SeaWorld. That's a good message. Now this is a good thing to keep in mind, just in case it rains. They have umbrellas and ponchos. So this is right across from the Shamu Theater. See it right there. So once the show's over, if it is raining, I can run over here without getting too wet and get an umbrella or a poncho so I can make it to my car without getting drenched. Alright, I decided to come back for another Euro with my 10th punch. Alright, this is Shamu Stadium at SeaWorld, San Antonio, Texas. That's a big size theater. Completely different setup than what's at SeaWorld Orlando that I'm used to going to. This one the whales perform in between the two sets of seats. Whereas the Amphitheater in Orlando, it wraps around on 3 sides. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed my little visit to SeaWorld, San Antonio, Texas. Any ride footage will be on a separate file. Please look under SeaWorld San Antonio for any rides. show footage, things like